What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the holler. It's Big Boy Rabbit with Mississippi Adventures. We got some hand-rolled bullets that we're out here that we need to test in the old Confederate Griswold and the Sharps carbine. I just really want to see if they'll work. It's not so much an accuracy test. I want to see if the conical bullets will put a hole in the target and not a keyhole. That's just like step one to see if they're going to work before I even try to get them accurate. And then, of course, if my paper cartridges are going to ignite in the Sharps carbine. We're also going to do some tip-ups. I hate that. But yeah, like, tipping the rifle up, putting the round in, putting the powder in the chamber, and then closing the breech so that we can test some of them bullets we got up there from Richmond and the Richmond laboratory bullets, as well as some ringtail bullets that we got off old Fun Broker. I kind of like my own casted bullets a little more, but that's okay. We're going to test those out real quick, so buckle up and take a closer look at these guns. This is no joke, by far my favorite of all of my cap and ball pistols. I mean, of all of them. This one right here, this is the Confederate Pietta made reproduction of the Griswold pistol. That's right, the Griswold and Gunnison. Because the Confederates needed guns and we couldn't get them from the northern factories anymore. So we had our boys make them. And Griswold and Gunnison just happened to be one that were really well at making handguns. They copied the 1851. And really the only difference between their gun and the 1851 was the round barrel turned on lathes, easier to turn a barrel than it is to mill an octagon barrel. And then brass, obviously cheaper, brass and steel. They had a brass frame, and then they modified their grip. This one is a Pietta reproduction, which means that all it really is their 1851 Navy model with a round barrel. That's it. But the actual Griswold had a more angled grip. It's way cooler, and we're going to modify this one later. Brass is really easy to modify. We're going to modify this to actually be a Griswold and Gunnison authentic. But right now, it is the Pietta their take on it. But I love it. This one's really good. It's not like their cheaper ones. Like this one's $280, $300, but it's not. When I say it's not their cheaper one, it's not made like their cheaper one. This one is so much nicer. So much nicer than the budget one that I just got that was on sale, which is essentially the same thing, but the 1851 made on a machine. This one feels like it was fitted. It's got the custom grips on it. This isn't from Pietta. This is I had made done for me. The tusk with the Magna tusk that has been done to look like stag. Gives it the grip right there, real nice. It's got a lot of weight. It's a single piece fitted to the frame, and it is just a dream to shoot. Love it. 36 caliber, which is actually 375. Not 36. It makes no sense how they measured this. Oh, it's a 44. What caliber bullet did it shoot? 45. Oh, that's because they needed it to be slightly larger. Yeah, that's the 5.7. The end, the 4.54, the 4.57, that's the slightly larger. Why'd they call it a 44? Why'd they call this a 36? It's a 37. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm not an old person. Like this crap irks me, but I love this gun. It's actually like heavier than some of the other ones, but because of that, the recoil is so mitigated. You can still get it at about 800 feet per second if you load it right, and that little 36 375 bullet is just zipping out. Well, we loaded some conical bullets, so let's check out these conicals and see how they do. Check it out. Today, for testing purposes, we are going to be using my these are experimental. I don't know how well they're going to work, but I essentially loaded them like a Sharps bullet, and we're going to see if they work. And then I have my hemp paper ones. You see that Colt conical bullet in there, and we're going to see how well that these will work in there, because we don't know. But I'm really excited to find out, because I'd much rather be firing conicals out of my cool Confederate 375 than the balls, even though the balls have like supposedly better accuracy and they definitely have higher velocity. I like the conical bullets, y'all. They look cooler. That's pretty much it. They look cooler and they are heavier, so they are delivering more energy. That's just all there is to it. Let's get this thing loaded up and see if it has any accuracy, and hopefully these are the right diameter for this one. All right, now before I can load it up with the new test bullets, I gotta unload it. The only way to do that's to shoot it. Well, not the only way, but the only fun way to do it. So let's knock these steel down real quick with what I got in it, because I carried this thing. Well, that ain't fucking good. Why you gotta be like that? That ain't supposed to happen. I also just put new nipples on this thing. Hang fire in the dirt. Hang fire in the dirt. Jeez. See if you go off this time. Yep. Gosh. Let's try our bullets. I wonder how come it was doing that. I just put these new nipples on here, the stainless steel number 11s. That was weird. Well, let's try these conicals out, shall we? Gotta bite the tail off. Gunpowder tastes nice. And you dump the powder in there. I'm having time and a half. Kinda got that sucker in there. It shaved off. It shaved off lead, so that's a good sign. All right, let's try this another way. Tear off the paper. Pour in the powder. Pour it all in there. And then sit the old bullet right there. Rotate it around. Grab it. Uh-oh. It went wonky.
One eternity later.
Getting that sucker lined up is a task. Like getting it relatively lined up. We'll see. That's really not that viable. Golly, let's try this. Yeah, that was dumb. Look how stupid that is. My dumbass thought I actually was gonna be able to fit that in a 36. Maybe a 44 or the 45. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll go ahead and just rip these down. Do I have any of them that'll fit in there? Some of them might be skinnier. No. No. That good idea, Fairy. Ah, not even close. You should test that crap before you come to the range, dummy.
Move this man!
It's like at all. Which I mean, it's kind of doable. You just crunch it, right? And get that little paper off the back. And then pour your powder in. Like this, like you're loading a flintlock. Get all that powder out of there. Get it out of there. And then you just bite the bullet. That other one was hell easy. This one was freaking hard. That's why we test these things, people. That is why we test things before we just up and take it to the field thinking it's a good idea. Gosh darn it. I mean, right when the dang thing hits.
6 hours later.
Well, we know that neither of those is a viable fast loading method for conicals, but let's see if those cast conicals keyhole or not. I know one of them absolutely is going to. Hey, that was pretty good. That was the one. That's 6, right? Nope, that is 6. There we go. Whew. Smoky. Oh, eject it out of that side. That works. Well, I mean, shit. That's pretty dang accurate. And no, they didn't keyhole. I mean, they even look that must be the wonky one. But hell, they look great. They look freaking fantastic. Let's go. I mean, got to figure out a better way to load them fast, but as far as them catching the rifling and not tumbling, let's go. Even accurate, heck yeah. Loaded on the farm, baby, from old fishing weights. Okay, just for comparison, let's same load, but with balls. Well, it was with that hang fires. It's indistinguishable from the conical bullets. Literally, you can't tell which one's which. So yeah, I guess pick your poison. Hey, at least the old Griswold worked. Always why we carry a backup, ain't that right? In case that thing starts doing that. Lord, what if there had been a bear? That'd have been awful. But that's why we out here testing, folks. So hit that subscribe button, get on the Discord, links down there in the description. See all my sponsors. I hope y'all watched all the way to the end. I doubt you did, but hey,